Today I am going to talk about auto text in Archicad. That is auto text or label tool. So I'm going to focus on label tool and auto text. How you can create custom labels, how you can save into your library. For example, for many projects you might be doing, the roof nodes required can be just the same information. Depending on your location, you will find that the roof nodes will be just the same information. For example, you can see here the ridge curve on roof pitch 25 degrees, that G prepared iron. So this information you will need it to use in other projects. The same information for roof node. This also applies to the foundation nodes. You can see 100 millimeter high skirting and 5 millimeter sand screed, depth to be determined on site. So this information will be the same for um, different projects, just the same information for roof and maybe for foundation. So you'll need to apply auto text to help you work, make your work easier. So I will show you how to customize your labels, how you can save 2D objects in as label, and how you can also load uh, new labels, okay, and also how you can delete the labels that you don't need in Archicad. So this is Archicad 24, but this is of course applicable to other versions of Archicad. So for example, this is auto text. If you can see here, is text auto text. This information, for example, if I want to insert an auto text, I can come to label tool, right? Then just auto text. Then maybe I will paste here, or maybe you can see. So text, auto text. So this one I've already customized. How did I do this? If you come here, if maybe let me say, let me copy this information, or just let's see the property, label and property. You can see this is text, auto text, and you can see this one here, the information. You can see these load other labels. So you need to have other labels which you have already saved so that you can be able to load them, right? So I've created a few labels. These are my label, roof, new label 1, new label 3, and new label 4. So how do you create that label file so that you can be able to load it in Archicad? So if, for example, if I load a new label 3, open, you can see the information has changed. And now if you can see the information here has changed. Now this is just the foundation. Let me just undo. So how do you do that? I can just go to text tool maybe and just let me for example, I want to create, I want to customize my roof nodes. So I'll just, and I want to save this so that I can use it repeatedly. So I'll just maybe copy this information and then activate my text tool. So I just paste that information here. Control V. Let me Control V. Okay. So this is my roof details. Again, I'll do the same thing here. Just copy everything. Copy. and then new text. Now this will be my foundation details. So I want to save this as customized auto text so that I can maybe use it in other projects. So for example, I will just need to select this information. Then I'll go to file. I want to save this into my library. So library and then save selection as. You can see, go to files, library, save selection as label. So I will just save these as, let's say this is my roof details. Then I can maybe save it, browse, maybe save it in my desktop. Roof details, save. Then okay. So if I now go to file, library manager, I have not loaded it yet, but you can see I've saved it in my desktop, right? So if I go now to this one, right click, text selection, maybe let me create a new label, right? This is my new label. Maybe let me change this information. Okay, I double click and change the information, but I want now to load the information that is the roof details now instead of the foundation details. So I just right click, label selection settings. Then if I go to load other label, now you can see the roof details. I just click it and then open. Now this one will come as a text, but I can just copy this information. Now you see I have this information. I can just type this information in my laptop. Maybe let me just maybe save this as a new label. So this information every time. So if I go now to file, library manager, you can see now I have the roof details. So if I open a new, I'm starting a new project, I'll be having this roof detail embedded in my library, or I can just load it from my desktop. So if when I come now to fill this information, I will just need to load it this, and then I can just come here, all right? So maybe let me delete this one. I can just come to label tools, auto text. So maybe just any type, pick it there. Selection properties. Let me delete this one. Label just there. Then maybe I can be able just to type this information here. Just type the information there. That is roof, curb, blah blah blah, all that information. Then this one here can just stretch it. Just stretch it. So I can do the same thing for this one. Now this is my foundation details. Um, so right click, selection. So I'll go now to file, um, library, save selection as, save as label. Now this time, I will browse, save it in my desktop. Then this is now foundation details. Save. Okay. Now I can be able now to change this one. Text selection. Now this is not a label, so it has to be a label. I'll go to label. Right now, change this label. Label selection settings. Load, and I'll load. Now this time, condition details. Just load condition details. Then you can just be able to type this, so you already have it saved somewhere. Just use now a new label and then just edit this information. So maybe move by dragging, just move it somewhere here, and then now all this information I will just type it manually. Then and just delete that, and you can just um so if you select this one and activate tool, and just repeat, change this information. So, maybe eject properties, so that now I can just use the same label multiple times. So if you want to delete one of your labels that you don't need, you go to library, library manager, library, library and object, library manager. Then so I have foundation details here. I have roof details. Maybe let's see label 3. So if I go to outer text, then just change here to maybe foundation details, and see the information. Then maybe change to roof details, and see the information. Change this now to label 3. It's the same as these details. So maybe we want to delete label 3. So I'll go to file, external or library and objects, library manager, then delete new label 3. Just delete selected library item, delete, then reload and apply. So I don't need it now in library. okay, and okay. So it does not exist. Now, if I go to File, Library, Load Manager, we don't see new label 3, right? Because it does not exist. Now, let me open a new file. Cancel, cancel. Let me open a new file to see if we can just load the same detail into a new drawing on a different PLN file. So this one, I can just move it, move it. Close. This is a new file open. So I'll just move this some point there. Maybe this node. Again, move this node. That point. So this is a different drawing. We can just use a totally new drawing. So if I go to File, now let me go to Labels and just, we don't have any other labels, so we can load other labels. Now this time from my desktop, foundation details, open, and just paste. You can see we have the same information. If I paste it here, this is the foundation details. You can see the same information, but now this time the strip foundation depth has been changed, but most of the information is the same information. You can just load it. I can go and load others, maybe load then now this time the roof details from my desktop. Now again, paste it here. You can see the same information. The same information. 100 mm covered cornice, 250 facet board. This is now cheap board. 30 pre-painted iron roof sheet. The same information. So that is how you can use auto text to make your work easier. So that will be it for today. If you like this video, please consider to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will see you in the next video.